Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we wanted to do a live reaction on TikTok about leadership. So what we're gonna do is we will watch a random video and give you guys our perception of it. Let's kick it off.
First of all, leaders bring the weather. Your energy is the weather at your company. If you're frustrated and stressed out, guess what the weather is in your company. Your job as a leader is to make sure that people understand the outcomes that define success and the outcomes that they're supposed to achieve every week. If somebody consistently does not do that, you either have a problem with skills or training.
Yeah, I love her analogy of leaders bring the weather. I never actually compare or use that specific line, but I've always said you set the tone for the company. As a leader, no matter how high up you are within your team, it could be manager, supervisor, SVP, you are going to set the tone and set the trend, set the culture for your team. I 100% agree with that. And we often say, even if when you're running a company, the ship is sinking, you're the captain of the ship, don't panic and don't show that you don't have control. Because when you are feeling strong, confident, and you have things in control, your team will be able to trust you and people won't be freaking out. So I also really do like that when she makes the comment that when the team isn't doing something right or isn't delivering is either training or skills. What we say is we figure out what is the gap. Is it a skills gap? Is it a training gap? Is it something else? You're trying to figure out a gap as a leader and see how you can better promote and help your team or your employees succeed. So
Yeah, I love it too. I completely agree. Great analogy. I'll just add that as a leader, mostly as a middle manager, if the weather is not so great above you, you still have the opportunity to make that weather look good and feel good for your team below you. Hopefully, if you are an opportunity to be able to fix that weather for your team, because that means better performance from your team, you should do that. All right, let's keep going.
In my experience, at least if I'm calling myself out, it's always in my lack of training and my lack of clarity of communication of what I expect. If you have clearly communicated to somebody what your expectations are for them to do a good job, then you've done your job as a boss, and now you got to let them do their job. And if they continue to screw up, let me give you feedback. If they continue to screw up, let me lay you off.
That is excellent.
yeah, I agree. I love it. It's something we follow. I think I speak for both of us when we say we follow it. The way we practice it oftentimes have to come down to, we always talk about when you manage a team, you want to give the context, you want to give the why, and you want to give them expectations and outcome. You want to give opportunity and room for them to ask questions, and you want to be able to have them give you feedback on if what you're asking is doable. And if your team succeed or fail, it's always going to be your responsibility and accountability as a leader too. So I agree with her that when it comes down to any misunderstanding or any performance issues as a team, you have to figure out if it's because of you as a leader or is it the team. Towards the end, I will say, she mentioned you did everything you can as a leader. They still don't continue to improve or deliver. You lay them off. I will say agree and disagree. Sometimes it's not always a layoff. Sometimes you may have to, honestly, terminate them. So it may not always be a layoff as a solution. Or sometimes you evaluate and you realize they're in the wrong role. They're very skilled and talented in what they do, but they're in the wrong department. And you may be able to move them into other positions to set them up for success. So the end result may not always be layoff. That's the only piece I will add to that.
Yeah, this stuff is amazing. This is like one-on-one leadership, but it's fundamental things that every leader needs to know and understand very well. And I love this too, because it does come down at the end to the individual level. If they are trained properly and if they are communicated in very clean and understanding of what they're expected to do. Because if those are very clear, you know for a fact and can validate that they have been trained and the communication is very clear to them, they know what to do. Then it's a matter of, are they willing and able to do it, essentially, right? Because maybe you gave them all the tools, but now are they willing to do it? And then, like you said, Kiana, at that point, you have to assess, are we coaching this person up because they need a little more training? Or do we need to coach them out because they have had training multiple times, they're very clear on what they're expected to do, but they're just not doing it? Your company still needs to survive, right? Everybody needs to do their job. So I love it. This is fantastic, fantastic feedback.
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
A true leader is a servant. I don't have people that work for me. I work for them. I show up every day and say, what are you blocked on? My job is to unblock you. Not what can they do for me, it's what can I do for them. A leader that shows up and says, you work for me, that person's not going to stay around for a long time. If they know every time they go to work, you're there to support their dreams and goals, holy shit, they'll stick around forever. Because nobody does that. But that's why it's such a missed opportunity for most leaders. The number one misconception people have is they think that people work for them and they're at the top. And the truth is they're at the bottom supporting the people.
A lot of
I mean, I
servant
really
leadership influence
really have
here.
not much to say here other than 100% agree because I am definitely a servant leader, so I relate to him very strongly. In the past, we always talk about, and during interviews, we always tell everybody that we are a bottom-up approach company. We say that all the time because we do agree happy employees, happy company. It's just as simple as that. If you keep your employees happy, you treat them well, treat them with respect, give feedback, give credit where credit's due, and they feel supported, you're going to be successful in a company. So I 100% agree. A leader is somebody who comes in that makes sure your team has everything they need to succeed. And in return, it's like the circle of life. They'll make sure the company has everything it needs to succeed. So
Yeah, I love this. This definitely deserves a follow. There's a lot of like servant leadership style here all over the place, but I've worked this way personally. I've worked with the idea that I am there to serve my team, and that's truly what it is. I mean, you're there to set the expectations, the standards, the goals, to coach them and train them so they understand of what they need to do. And then after that point, you're not just sitting there and directing, you're sitting there supporting the team, giving them all the tools they need to make sure that they be able to do the job the best. And if there's things in their way, your job as a leader is to find a way to get rid of those things that are in their way. So I love it. This is so true. I think more leaders need to understand this idea. For the most part, a leader's job is to be able to help their employees be able to do their job the best possible. So
yep. Well, thank you so much for watching our video. Let us know if you like these live reactions and if there's any videos out there you want us to react to. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next segment.